You need to create content in order to get traffic and leads, right? Either that or you pay for it in terms of paid advertising. But the content you need to create, it's got to be either one of such a sufficient quality that people will be prepared to pay for it, and secondly, it's something that is of interest to your target audience. If those two things aren't satisfied, then it doesn't matter how much content you create, it's not going to work because there's so much competition out there, so much content out there, it's not funny, right? Secondly, HubSpot did this research and also showed that people preferred to get their content in video format 43% of the time compared to text format, which is 29% of the time. Both are important, but if you're going to do video, okay, rather than text, then how the heck are you going to get it seen, right? And that means, in other words, what platform are you going to put it on? And I am grateful for the people who are really here, okay, because if you have stuck with me without any sound, that's a very important message, I'm going to tell you, because the average, on Facebook Lives, more than 80% of Facebook Lives are viewed without any sound. Just scrolling through the news feed, no sound, right? So when you see the views on your videos, from Facebook don't count too much on it. That's just an ego trip, right? Because probably people never even heard what you said, just like what happened in this video. Woo, this is a practical, perfect example. Wow. Anyway, so first of all, the platform. If you take a site like Twitter, right? If you put a video on Twitter, the problem there with getting seen in terms of your content creation is if you've got 18 minutes. That's it. That's a shelf life. 18 minutes. That's all, right? If you put it on Instagram, then you may have a day. You could get a day on Instagram. It's a powerful platform, I know. But if you're doing a video format, you're limited to 60 seconds. That's it, right? 60 seconds. And the other thing you need to know in terms of Instagram, if you're using it, and it's a really good platform because there's millions there, I can tell you now that you'll get 34%, I'm just reading my quote here, 34% more engagement on Instagram if you post at 9 o'clock at night time, 9 p.m. Eastern, okay? Just remember that. The problem is that platform is oversaturated with photographs and pictures and things, right? And I mean, there's 85 million a day there, which means that your post, whatever it may be, whether it's an image, whether it's a video, whatever it is, the chances of it being seen are getting smaller and smaller unless you pay for it, right? I mean, 70% of the posts on Instagram are never even seen. Facebook Live, it's got a shelf life of maybe a week, maybe, but 75% of the views I'll get to this video, if I get any after the terrible start I had, right? 75% of the views I get will be in the first couple of hours, and the rest after that. The problem is timing is critical. And this is difficult for me because the average user sees maybe 15% of our posts, right? And if you don't time your Facebook Lives at the right time, then no one's going to see it anyway. That's the problem. And as I said before, 80% of the people seeing it, like they're watching this one, aren't even listening to the sound, all right? One other thing. A video, by the way, I just tested this the other day and I saw Derek Halpern do a similar test to this as well. I've taken the same Facebook Live video, okay, and uploaded it to YouTube. The actual time on average that I got watching the Facebook Live video was 19 seconds, right? 19 seconds. So if you're still with me, God bless you, right? That same video, when I uploaded to YouTube, okay, the average watch time was over 3 minutes, right? So to me, I can tell you, YouTube, from a video perspective, has a much higher chance of engagement. Now, I'm not saying I don't want to do Facebook Lives. I do it because I love to give value anyway. But what I do is I leverage what I'm making with this, all right? So that's another thing. Now, by the way, the autoplay function with Facebook Live videos means most of the time they're not being heard anyway, right? So you're aware of that. Now, shelf life in terms of LinkedIn is pretty good, okay? I mean, but the problem there is people are not there to actually, they're there more for recruitment and professional practices and job opportunities, etc. like that, rather than for normally the things that we may be providing for sale. Okay? Great platform, but a specific different type of audience, all right? So here it is. What is my favorite? My favorite platform, and the one that's proving to be a huge bonus for me in terms of free traffic, free, highly targeted traffic. Okay, it's a site better regarded as that for old ladies and recipes, right? Pinterest. Now don't laugh, don't laugh. It is truly there. Let me share this with you. The average person on Pinterest is there as a buyer. Okay, the average person on Facebook is there for social chit-chat. People go on Pinterest to buy. The average purchase price on Pinterest is $50 per order, which is higher than any other platform. And to be honest with you, I've had sales of $1,000 and $3,000 from Pinterest, right? Very important. Next, every time you put a pin up there, when people, in Facebook they can like it, right? But that doesn't mean anything, it's just an ego trip. But if people like it on Pinterest, they just click it again, but it's called save. When they save, it automatically goes to their board on Pinterest, right? And if you put a pin up there, and each pin I do has a link to a URL, in my blog, which means my blog exposure is being carried more and more and more, okay? So this is important to me, and I'll give you some results in a minute, right? But the key to remember is this, that Pinterest is not a social media type platform, even though it's classed as such. Pinterest is a search engine. That's what it is. And that's why your posts, when you put them up there, are available forever and a day, depending on the keywords you put in there. Use Google Keyword Planner, come up with the right keywords, and I can tell you, it's much easier to be found on Pinterest than it is on Google, than it is on YouTube, because there's less competition. Why is there less competition? Because a lot of marketers have left, because they haven't worked out how to drive the darn place, right? That's the issue. And what you need to do is treat it as a search engine. And every time I put a pin up there, I put a series of keywords behind each pin that I put up there. And when people are searching for keywords, and they go there for, they don't go there just look for pretty pictures, right? They go there for searching. And when they do that, they end up on my blog sometimes, and I'm pretty happy about that, right? By the way, the other thing is this. Not only are they highly targeted, right, but when I get traffic to my blog from Pinterest, it has a bounce rate, I'm not sure whether you understand what I'm saying. The bounce rate is 37%. In other words, they stay on my website longer than any other source of traffic. So they're highly interested, they're highly engaged, and I would say without doubt the vast majority of people who come to my website join my email marketing list. And that to me is where the power is, okay? That is truly where the power is. And I haven't done the next stage of building it to an even greater level. Let me share this with you. There's a thing on Pinterest called group boards. If you can get involved in group boards, put your pins in there, your chance of getting more traffic to your website just is astronomically higher. And again, it's costing you nothing. And you can do it in a few minutes a day, all right? By the way, even ugly pins are successful on Pinterest. And by the way, to make them, just go to Canva, canva.com. It's free. What I did, I created a template, pretty simple template, right? Just change the color backgrounds every now and again. I put a call to action at the top, which grabs people's attention with a keyword in it, with a photograph, a picture, and often it's simply a video link, okay? And I plonk it there on my boards. And my boards are categorized according to my business area, okay? And my business area being involved in online marketing as well as coaching, okay? So my boards are things like email tips, blogging tips, list building tips, video marketing tips, affiliate marketing tips, blah, 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 right? And that's how it goes. So I'm using it specifically as Pinterest wants it to be used, as a search engine. In fact, they do not want you to do chit-chat like they expect you to do on Facebook. They'll penalize you for that. They want you to be there using it as a search engine. People don't communicate that way on Pinterest, all right? Just as a result, let me share this with you. I get between 35 to 50 new subscribers every week on Pinterest, and I do very little work for it. And these subscribers are the most engaged subscribers I've ever had. And I'm about to shoot to a level where I'm going to get between 150 and 300 a week. And again, not cost me any money by using a group board strategy, all right? So what more could I ask for? That's what Pinterest is all about. That's, to me, why it's a fantastic source of traffic free targeted traffic. All right. Now, if you're interested, I've actually got a blog post video which is called Build Your List for Free with Pinterest. If you're interested, send me a personal message or leave me a comment. Whatever it is, I am truly grateful for you for sticking with me. Thank you again, okay? And if you found some value in this, please leave me a comment. Please leave me a like. Take care. Many blessings. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.